right, on today's episode of Bible Blueprint of the Old Testament, we are looking at 2nd Samuel. 2nd Samuel was 10th in order of the Old Testament. It has 24 chapters, and the type of book it is history. An overview of 2nd Samuel. Initially, 1st and 2nd Samuel were combined, so 2nd Samuel is a continuation of 1st Samuel. It begins with David's 7 years as king and finishes with the end of his life, having served as king from age 30 to 70. The book was written around 900 BC. The time period covered is 1000 to 975 BC, and the authors are the prophets Nathan and Gad with records from Samuel. Now, the book of 2nd Samuel has 5 parts. Number 1, David nears kingship. We see this in chapters 1 through 5. David is crowned king of Judah, but Saul's son still rules the rest of Israel. The houses of David and Saul battle for 6 to 7 years as Saul's house weakens and David's house receives strength. The second part is David reigns from Jerusalem. We see this in chapters 6 through 10. David takes Jerusalem from the Jebusites, and the Ark of the Covenant is brought to Jerusalem. David dances before the Lord, offers a solemn prayer, and shows kindness to Jonathan's son. Part 3, Trouble in the House. We see this in chapters 11 through 19. David's kingship is filled with family difficulties. He commits adultery with Bathsheba, and his daughter Tamar is raped by his son Amnon, who is then killed by Absalom. Absalom later betrays David and is killed. Section 4, Even more bloodshed. We see this in chapters 20 through 21. David has conflicts with other nations. He stops a rebellion of Sheba and delivers 7 of Saul's sons to the Gibeonites, who die as payment for their father's sins. Section 5, End of David's life and a final tale. We see this in chapters 22 through 24. David writes a famous psalm and records military heroes and their deeds. He then sins, showing a lack of faith by taking a census of his military and repents. All right, that brings us to the end of our observation of 2nd Samuel. That's all for now. God bless.